All right, so in your final module for this class, what you're going to be doing is making a virtual world. You're going to make a virtual world through this program called CoSpaces. CoSpaces is a site that allows you to create virtual reality worlds. When you're in CoSpaces, there's a gallery, and you can see some different examples. For example, if I go in here, what it's going to do is it's going to load up a virtual world that someone has created as an example. And use my mouse, I can move around and look at this virtual world and see what's going on. I can also program things to make certain things happen when I click different characters in the environment. In this case, none of these characters respond to clicks, but someone went and put this all together and made this virtual environment. So what you're going to do in this module is first complete this What You'll Do and Learn, and then you're going to sign up for a CoSpaces EDU account, and there are directions for that are on here. Then your job is to create a quality, engaging CoSpace. Well, how are you going to do that, you might ask? Well, one big goal of this class that I've had for you since the day we've started is to teach you that you can learn anything. You truly can. The people who are good at computers, the people who are good in a digital space and are productive and efficient, don't just know everything right off the bat. They have trained themselves to go find out what they need to know. That's how progress is made in digital space. And actually, it's how progress is made in the entire world. No one memorizes everything. People go figure out how to do stuff as they're trying to do stuff. And for you, here's what you're going to do. You have a tutorial you're going to follow when you go to create the CoSpace that just gives you a basic overview of the site. And then you're going to follow 5 different tutorials at least from this playlist. And you're going to use this one right here, Feature Tutorials, How to Create Your Own VR Content. These are tutorials CoSpace has put out. You're probably going to end up watching more than 5 tutorials because you might watch one and figure out, like, you know what, that's not exactly what I'm after. But what you're going to do is create a CoSpace and take at least 5 of the tutorials found in this playlist and apply them to a CoSpace that you create. And then when you're done, you're going to submit this assignment, and using CoSpace, your CoSpace account, you're going to be able to submit the actual space you make through CoSpace. You're like going to be part of my class. But when you go to turn it in on Canvas, you're going to link to a tutorial you used and describe how you applied it for 5 different tutorials. And the way I'm going to grade you goes as following. What I'm looking for is overall, you made an engaging CoSpace. You made an engaging virtual environment. Engaging means interesting and kind of fun. And what I'm really looking for is that you clearly put a lot of thought into creating this space, and that you are careful in how you put it together and how you plan to put it together, and that you revise things as necessary to make it just work as a whole, and that you put a lot of attention to detail. It shows that you were overall very engaged in making this. And then for the tutorials, you're going to need to, when you submit the assignment on Canvas, clearly explain what tutorial it was you followed and how you applied that to your CoSpace. And like I said, you might watch 10 to 20 different tutorials. They're pretty short. But you're going to ultimately land on 5 when you submit this assignment that you can point to and say, yeah, I watched this tutorial and I learned this. Because here's the thing. For the rest of your school career, for the rest of your professional career, when you go to figure out something new, like a new program, like CoSpace, the best way to do it, really, is to play with it intentionally, pay attention to detail, and carefully follow reliable tutorials to figure out how to use the new program. And that's really the whole learning objective of this entire class, is how to create digital content, but also how to learn how to create digital content and how to learn to adapt to a changing world. Because right now, it's CoSpace. But by the time you're in high school, it's going to be something else. And by the time you're in a job, it's going to be something else. And that something else is probably going to change every couple years. So the best thing you can do is learn how to learn, because that will make you flexible and adaptive to changes that happen as you go on throughout your career. So let's get to it.